Starting for the UST Tiger Cubs at guard number 28, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰. The other guard number 18, JB Lim. At center number 11, 𝔍𝔞𝔪�𝔰. Forward number 34, Sam Reyes. And the other forward number 19, Andre Dugo. The head coach of the Tiger Cubs is Manu Inigo. Starting for the FEU Baby Tamaraws. Guard number 8, Dwayne Miranda. The other guard number 5, Shedrack Da. At center, number 25, Mark Burgos. Forward number 16, EJ Arbito. And the other forward, number 15, BJ Pre. The head coach of Baby Tamaraws is Alan Albano. Our referees in this ball game, Edgar Orpilla, Jaime Rebano, June Rebellion, and the alternate, Dave Jaramillo. And our commissioner, Abby Nunag, our deputy commissioner.
It's your usual starting five for the USC Tiger Cubs. JB Lim, Lance Ronquillo, Koji Buenaflor, Sam Reyes, led by their premier point guard in Doy Dungo. As for the FEU Baby Tamaraws, looking to defend their championship here in season 86. We have Jedrick Daa, EJ Herbito, Dwayne Miranda, VJ Pre, and Mark Burgos. And our referees for today's game, Edgar Orpilla, Jaime Revano, and June Rebellion. As we are live here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, once again, Jaime Escalon with my partner Renzo Subido. And thank you for joining us on a Sunday morning here on Pilipinas Live. Renzo, back to your point in that pre-game we did. You mentioned a lot about momentum and a perfect time to really come into the Final Four, which starts Wednesday, to get that huge momentum, huge lift. Early foul by Dwayne Miranda.
And entering this ball game, first 5 minutes would be really important for both teams who can really control the momentum and would control this game.
That's a good point because FEU started off slow in round number 1. They were held down to just 8 points in the first quarter. Meantime, Ronquillo drives, floats it up, and volleyball season coming in early for Burgos.
And for sure, that was a good stop there by FEU, and probably would be one of the pre-game preparations for FEU to really start on defense entering this ball game.
Doy Dungo catch and shoot to beat the buzzer. That won't hit rim. As VJ Pre bringing the ball down court. VJ with a quick cross. VJ Pre has done that countless times this season, bringing the ball back as their power forward. Commissioner Javi Nunag in attendance, and Bito for 3, and that's their first bucket of the ball game.
Bito showing us how lethal of a shooter he is.
EJ Herbito, silent in round number 1, but it's much noisier here in round number 2. What a luxury for a shooter like that to heat up.
Well, if you're a player, you talk about how you bounce back after a tough game.
I guess the bank is open on a Sunday morning for Doy Dungo.
Dungo showing us the package he has.
Daa to VJ. Attacks Reyes in the middle. VJ Pre going to work early.
Pre being patient on that move, attacking to his left, making a spin move for a layup.
Reyes hands it off to JB. Lim finds the roller. Double team. He kicks it out to Koji. Buenaflor from the elbow. That one in and out, and a rebound by Miranda. Daa sends it out. Herbito, another 3. VJ Pre can't get the putback, but Jedrick Daa with the cleanup.
Daa being at the right spot at the right time for that offensive rebound. There was an open three from the corner, but Pre was there for the offensive rebound. And another FEU player going for the putback.
That time, that's Jedrick Daa. Of course, FEU, they are the second best rebounding team and second chance points So we can expect a lot of those here in this game.
Well, so far, FEU being the more aggressive team in this opening quarter, showing us to not really be complacent in this ball game.
And an early start for the Baby Tamaraos with 2 minutes gone by here. Already a 7-point lead. Koji, another handoff to Lim, guarded by Herbito. JB Lim is blitzed. Skip pass, shot clock down to 4 for UST. Ronquillo with some space. They saved it. Now to Duo Doy will get to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Well, so far, FEU doing a great job staying in front of their man, trying to make stops.
How about the activity there, Renzo, of Sam Reyes? He doesn't really score a lot, but you can expect a lot of those types of plays from him.
And that's what I like about this player, because he knows his role and he knows that he has to do his best to really go get those defensive rebounds.
Coach Manu Inigo in his first year with UST, already in the Final Four, which begins on Wednesday. Led by Doy Dungo, of course, now with 5 points in the ballgame. Burgos, they reverse it to Herbito. Miranda has the mismatch against Ronquillo, but how about Lance Ronquillo with a stop?
That's something that FEU would want to exploit, the mismatch on Ronquillo.
Lim, double cross, goes for the 1-2. How about that move from JB Lim?
Lim showing us a series of moves there. That was a good extra step that really made him to draw that foul.
JB Lim, when you think of JB Lim, you think about the defense he has done this entire season against the best player of the opposing team.
And that's why he's part of the starting 5 for UST for defensive purposes, but don't count him out. He also has a package on offense.
And that time he scores his first point of the ball game. Miranda, Ronquillo with a steal. Dungo running the break. The pass to Lim. It does not get the finish. That's 2 tries for UST.
That was a great way to run for UST. Just couldn't really convert on that fast break opportunity.
They give it to Pre at the post. BJ going down to work. You want to talk about the word package? Well, VJ Pre has elevated his package with moves like these.
That's somewhere FEU sees that they have the advantage with Pre, especially FEU with a bigger lineup compared to the lineup of UST.
And VJ Pre really took it upon himself to elevate his game, knowing that their finals MVP last season in Kirby Mongkopa, who was behind their bench here. This is a great character from VJ Pre this season. Ronquillo could win the floor. Koji goes for the handoff. There was a 3-second call inside by Sam Reyes.
So far, nothing really going well for UST on the offensive side. FEU trying to make it hard for UST to really execute their offensive plays.
Burgos, Dada isolated against Dungo. They give it to Pre once again. He has 6 points now. Why not make that 8?
Again, FEU going to the mismatch, looking for Pre, setting up a play for him, and that's what you want to see from the FEU side all game long.
VJ Pre is on playoff mode right now. And Koji put the floor answering right back. So we're having a battle of the bigs in the past couple of sequences. Burgos to Herbito. A steal by Lim, but he stepped out of bounds. So the ball will remain with the green shirts.
That was a good drive from Buena Flor. Having to recognize the driving lane there.
Some substitutions here for both of these teams. 𝔬𝔬𝔦𝔬𝔬 checking in for the very first time, along with the Bricks wall, 𝔬𝔬𝔦𝔬𝔬 verus 𝔑𝔞𝔬𝔬𝔦. Coach Manu looking to add a little more height here as their team down by 6 halfway through the first quarter.
Coach Manu making some adjustments on the defensive side, putting verus 𝔑𝔞𝔬𝔦 inside for defensive purposes to match up with Fred.
VJ for 3. That time too long on the iron. A battle for the rebound. The ball will remain once again with FEU. Maybe Tamaraos just crashing the boards and giving themselves another chance to score time and time again. Miranda, two-man game with Cabonillas. Herbito open for a second. verus 𝔑𝔞𝔬𝔦 secures the rebound as Lodoviso will bring the ball down. Buksit. Wide open for 3. Miranda crashes the boards. Dwin looking down court. Found no opening, so he'll maximize the time. VJ Pre catching fires. Nothing but net.
Miranda really doing a great job recognizing that this big man, Pre, is doing a good job and hot on this entering quarter.
VJ Pre now in double figures, outscoring UST with 10 points. But Carl Manding, with all the energy, all the caffeine in the world.
That was a tough drive and a tough bucket.
There's always that player who has that natural caffeine. Parang hindi na kailangan magkape. That's Carl Manding for you as VJ Pre will take a much-deserved breather here with 10 points and 2 rebounds in less than 6 minutes of play. Manding completes the three-point play opportunity. He cuts his lead down to 5. 4 minutes remaining in our opening chapter.
Right now, UST just applying a full court pressure, and that's what they've been doing all game long to really compete with other teams.
Velasquez, tough catch. Kurt to Buksit. They send it outside, and they'll use a little clock here. High show there by Cabonillas. Velasquez, shot clock dwindling down. Buksit ups the drive baseline. Contact was made by Herbito. He will take 2.
That was a good drive to the baseline, taking the basketball strong.
Check that. That foul was on Pascual as Godoy will check in. So both teams with early substitutions here in our opening frame. But of course, we all know UST, number 2 in bench points. Madami talagang pinapalaro si Coach Manu Inigo.
Well, that's why Coach Manu is one of the great high school coaches, being able to develop players, giving them the confidence to really perform at this kind of level.
Buksit goes 0 for 2. Kabigting. Now to Miller, trying to work against the zone. As they move the ball east to west here, Miller. Shot clock not in their favor. Dre with a pull-up jumper. Kabigting, the extra swing. Pascual goes to the short corner. Cabonillas is short. verus 𝔑𝔞𝔬𝔦 didn't even need to jump for that rebound. Manding drives. Manding takes it straight to the hole.
Again, Manding showing us the same move and now converting it to the basket.
𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢 providing some energy off the bench with 5 points now. Miller offhand. 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢 gives him a recycled 14. Godoy for 3.
So far, everything really going well for FEU defensively and offensively.
That's their second triple of the ball game. Godoy off the bench. Ludovice from the corner. Rainbow shot, won't hit rim. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. And that's nice hands from Ludovice stopping the play.
And now, speaking of Ludovice, this is the perfect time for him to really start his group, focus on his game, especially entering the Final Four. A player like him would be really needed by UST.
Miller elbow perimeter shot is pure.
That was a good shot by Miller, getting that quick pull-up jumper on the elbow.
Less than 2 minutes remaining. FEU with a 6-point lead. UST has not led here in this game. Velasquez looking to attack Miller, but Dre was caught with a foul.
That was a good setup on the pick and roll. Stop and pop on the elbow. Something you would really want from your guards to really develop.
Kurt Velasquez will take 2 free throws. Of course, Kurt Velasquez, Joaquin Ludovice, 𝔐𝔞𝔪�, those 3 players, a huge lift off the bench for UST. A big reason why they are the number 2 best bench team in terms of points.
And you know, the players coming off the bench are as much as important as the starting 5.
In and out on the 3. Miller. This time for a 3. Short. Ball being bounced around. It ends up on the hands of Godoy. Terrific defense there by Velasquez. 𝔍𝔞𝔪� looking to give it inside. Sloppy basketball here. It ends up with Manding.
Oh, US is starting to wake up defensively, making stops.
Carl. He loves those middle lanes. But that time a wall was there. 𝔍𝔞𝔪� from the corner. They've been getting the looks, but not been able to maximize here. But look at Coach Alan Albano. He is applauding his team for finding the open man.
And that's something you would want to see from your players if you're the coach. Moving the ball right, making those extra passes.
Miller, catch and shoot 3. Godoy comes up with it. 𝔍𝔞𝔪� was fouled by Versosa.
USC was failing to box out on that possession there. And you can see FEU is really the more aggressive team in this opening quarter, out-rebounding UST.
I'm sure natatandaan pa rin nila yung nangyari sa round number 1. They almost had UST. That was the best comeback game of this season 86. 37-11 in that 4th quarter.
And for sure, they've been practicing and preparing for this game to really not put themselves in that same situation as last time.
Well, right now, they do have a 7-point lead. Miller short, 𝔍𝔞𝔪� skying high, and the cleanup job.
𝔍𝔞𝔪� showing us the length, skying for that rebound and the putback.
Don't look now, it's a 9-point advantage. 3 seconds differential. FEU with the steal. De Guzman takes it all the way, and the bench is going crazy right now. Velasquez sprays it out, books it for 3. With 2 seconds remaining, Godoy. And that will do it for quarter number 1. Electrified Baby Tamaraws up by 11 here. And their bench really checking in and continuing what the starters did, as Talk to us about that first quarter. FEU Baby Tamaraos currently with an 11-point lead. Mark Ferrer checking in as his team is down by 11. Let's talk about adjustments for UST. It is their turn to, be down coming into the second quarter. What's some of the things they can adjust here, Renzo?
And right now, you can see that Coach Manu entered new set of players, including 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 someone to spark this ball game for the UST side.
Well, those new players are Zanoria and Ferrer, along with Loreto, Dumo, and Koji Buenaflor. Let's see what changes made here. Unforced turnover there for the Guzman. Is Coach Alan Albano giving a hard sign? Sa'yo ba yun? Opa ka daw kasi.
Baka para sa akin nga, no?
Dumo. And the ball is just going to different places there. So the ball will stay with UST.
You could see an FEU really trying to get that basketball, diving for every loose ball they see.
Zanoria. The Koji, he fakes the handoff, finds a lane, and takes it straight to the hole.
That was the second time around in this ball game, like doing that kind of move.
Cabonillas, that's back-to-back turnovers now for FEU. Coach Alan Albano telling his team to settle down a little bit here. Bunting Gigel to start the second quarter.
Yes, minsan being a bit too aggressive, a bit of too much is not good for your team.
Buenaflor, he has been attacking at will. No backdoor action there. Zanoria finding Koji at the paint. And Buenaflor misses the floater. Miller taps it to Kabigting. Godoy was fouled on the break. So a platoon substitution here with most of the starters coming back in along with... There seems to be confusion because there's 6 players right now on the court for FEU.
FEU putting back their main players, the starters, to regain control of this game in the second quarter.
Miranda to the Guzman, back to Dwin, he fires a 3, and he knocks it down.
Oh, that was a good read by Miranda, coming off on handoff, reading that his defense went under the screen and just took that shot beyond the 3-point line.
Buenaflor to Zanoria, back to Koji. Buenaflor tried to bank it home, overcooks it. VJ Pre bringing the ball down. VJ, like a train, takes it straight to the lane.
VJ Pre just attacking the basket hard, getting that and one basket, just continuing where he left off from the first quarter.
He does have 12 points now for agent number 15 for the baby Tamaraws.
Makikita mo yung pag-evolve ng basketball ngayon eh. I mean, big men could really dribble the ball, create their own shots.
And VJ Pre has made a living out of that. He completes a three-point play opportunity, extend this lead to 15. USC Tiger Cubs calling a timeout. This is now the biggest lead for the baby Tamaraws. They are up by 15. Take a look how USC responds after that timeout. Koji Buenaflor, aggressive, but great defense there by the Guzman.
You can see there the rotation of the FEU players trying to really cover every player from the USC side. And makikita mo, no, every time Dumo has the basketball, laging may ready player to really double him up.
That's just how much respect they have for Doy Dumo, one of the premier scorers here in our juniors division. Miranda, heavily guarded by Zanoria. Da'a drives, stripped, but was fouled. So it will be a baseline inbound for Jedrick Da'a. Herbito drives inside, cut off by Koji. 3-on-1 fast break for UST. Ferrer going to the left hand, can't finish the break. Transition attack for FEU. They go to Herbito in the corner. That one short, rebound secured by Ferrer.
Few possessions from both teams not being able to convert a basket.
UST limited to just 2 points here with almost 3 minutes gone by in their second frame. Koji straightaway three, money.
So far, Buenaflor really playing well in this ball game, trying to give USC a lift.
Even the Guzman is joining the scoring party of FEU.
Yes, definitely the Guzman at the right spot, taking that jumper there.
We are loving this Koji versus Pre matchup in the first half. Zanoria to Dumo. Doy attacking Da'a, spins, fires, and was fouled. He will take a trip to the line. Talked about the evolution of big men. Well, Koji Buenaflor and the Guzman, two bigs of FEU and UST, showing out their range.
In this ball game, FEU with a big lead, a potential 12-point lead, and you know, FEU just really out-rebounding UST in this ball game with 22-6.
Full court press implemented by UST. Da'a says, don't worry, I'll break that press easily.
And that's something a team could do if you have a point guard like Dwayne Miranda.
𝔬𝔬𝔪, one-on-one against 𝔬𝔬𝔪. 𝔬𝔬𝔪, isolated against Miranda. 𝔬𝔬𝔪, cut off by Herbito. Shot clock down to 6 for UST. 𝔬𝔬𝔪 is blitzed. Tough shot there. Another defensive stop for the Baby Tamaraws.
Oh, that was a good read by Valoria. Just couldn't really find a basket there.
Daa, corner. Loreto secures a board. Sends it off to 𝔬𝔬𝔪. 𝔬𝔬𝔪 has been limited here in the first half. He puts on some moves. Blocked by VJ Pre. Miranda on the other end. Gives it to Daa. Rejected by 𝔬𝔬𝔪.
Oh, what a chase down block by 𝔬𝔬𝔪.
What a past couple of sequences for both of these teams.
You can see that was a good pass from Miranda, but 𝔬𝔬𝔪 was just there to really chase the basketball down.
𝔬𝔬𝔪 will inbound from the baseline. Gives it to the 𝔬𝔬𝔪, who just checked in for the first time. 𝔬𝔬𝔪, two-man game with 𝔬𝔬𝔪. Koji, he's been liking that right side drive, and he has been making those FEU players play.
I know. There was a good drive by 𝔬𝔬𝔪 again. Yeah, and he's been going strong to his right for the past couple of sequences in this ball game. But speaking of FEU's defense, they're doing a great job getting the basketball off 𝔬𝔬𝔪's hand, trying to blitz him in every ball screen.
𝔬𝔬𝔪 misses the free throw. He does have 9 points now against the 13 of VJ Pre. Short corner pass, Burgos. UST had a hand on that. 𝔬𝔬𝔪 to 𝔬𝔬𝔪, guarded by Pre. They give it to 𝔬𝔬𝔪. 𝔬𝔬𝔪 from the left side, hits back of the iron. Loreto with the rebound. And Alfred Loreto puts it back in.
The patience there from the big guy, getting the offensive rebound and taking it hard to the basket.
Lead cut down to 10, more than halfway done here in the second quarter. Daa, to Pre, Midi. That one is good.
VJ Pre putting damage on all sides of the basket.
𝔬𝔬𝔪 finds 𝔬𝔬𝔪 again. Koji with a hot hand, sprays it out. 𝔬𝔬𝔪, mid-ranger of their own, won't bite. Pre with the rebound. Miranda the outlet pass. Herbito, right corner. You know, Renzo, they've been getting those open corners, but they haven't been able to maximize here.
And that's something FEU just really has to continue doing. Because as long as they keep doing, there's a big chance of them making those kind of shots.
𝔬𝔬𝔪, shot clock down to 4. Pulls up. 𝔬𝔬𝔪 has been limited to just 1 for 5 here in the first half. Herbito continues to fire. And EJ Herbito has been cold as well. Miranda waits for numbers.
Miranda really doing a great job controlling the tempo of the game for the FEU side.
Jed to Pre, phases up, rises up. That one rattles out. Jedrick Daa gives them a recycled 14. Herbito finally! And that is why he continues to shoot.
Alam mo naman yung kasabihan, no? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you're a shooter, you just gotta keep shooting.
That's his second three-pointer of the ball game. Now with 6 points. 𝔬𝔬𝔪, bullet pass. Loreto with the finish. The Baby Tamaraws have seen enough. USC's slowly VJ Pre leading the way for the Baby Tamaraos with 15 points and 5 rebounds. They are enjoying a 13-point lead. UST, they have not found that rhythm yet here, Renzo, in the first half. Miranda, last second pass. Miller, that's his shot. Rebound by Esteban.
And FEU has been really getting good looks in this today's ball game, and I think USC just have to really do a better job on defense.
Ronquillo, back to the middle. Vedanes to JB. Shot clock reads 6. Lim, guarded by a tough Godoy, or Gordon rather. Cabonillas the bounce pass, and 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 with a finish there. Baliktad na, you know? It's Cabonillas running the break and passes it to his guard.
And, you know, FEU just really having the right spacing in this ball game. Every time they run the floor, they know where their teammates stand and making the right passes.
Esteban, open, knockout play for UST. Miller looking to use some clock. They give it to the middle. De Guzman outside. Back to De Guzman. Give and go action there. How about that pass from Godoy?
FEU just really well connected with each other, and you could really see the preparation there.
Gordon, he has been putting the pressure since he checked in. JB Lim contested in the corner. Godoy comes up running. Still up by 15 with less than a minute remaining here in our first half. Almost a backcourt violation there. Godoy, couple of crossovers, kicks it out. Gordon for 3. Airmails it, and a second chance thanks to Godoy here.
Oh, there, that was a good drive to the baseline, and looking for his teammate in the middle of the paint and making that basket.
De Guzman has been the magic bunot for Coach Alan Albano with 6 points. In the meantime, Godoy now with 4 points as well.
And FEU just playing more of as a team in this ball game, having to dish out 13 assists compared to USC's just 6 assists.
We talked about UST having the second best bench here in season 86, but now FEU is outscoring their bench. Manding to Ronquillo. Back to Carl. Manding, middle drive to the lane. Cabonillas taps it out. It ends up with Godoy. And a chance for FEU to take the last shot. De Guzman thought about it. We'll give it to Gordon. Godoy with 7 seconds to shoot. JB Lim with no one behind him finishes for 2. And that will do it for our first half. FEU with control all the way. inserting Velasquez, Ludovice, and Versosa to start off the second half.
Trying to really shake things up for his team here. Trying to look for that spark to get back in this ball game.
Pre, short corner. Burgos tracks the miss. Daa drives, but he was caught with a travel.
Daa being a bit in a hurry on that move.
So Velasquez will play point guard for UST. Kurt gives it to Koji. Versosa has the seal. Bricks gets a nice shot, but won't get the bounce. Daa will try for three.
Daa doing a good job positioning himself on the gap of that zone defense and making that three-point shot there.
Run a floor with a travel call. How about Jedrick Daa? Confidence.
That was a good recognition from Miranda. Seeing an open teammate.
Jedrick Daa with back-to-back baskets to start off the third quarter.
Daa this time starting it strong for the FEU squad.
And just like that, Jedrick Daa is in double figures to go along with 4 points and 4 assists. Beautiful pass. 𝔬𝔬𝔪𝔢 gives it to Koji for 2.
And I think that's something UST could really keep on doing, being more consistent on executing that play and making extra passes.
What's lacking here for UST in this ball game so far?
You can see here, right, for Daa, getting that second consecutive basket for the FEU side. But speaking of UST just really needs to get their momentum here in the third quarter.
But FEU seems like they have lost momentum since the first quarter because VJ Pre has been consistent in each of the 3 quarters so far.
And what's making it really hard for the UST squad here is they're not able to make defensive stops. That's why it's hard for them to really run the game.
Velasquez to Ludovice for 3. They are now 2 for 10 from beyond the arc, Renzo. Miranda maximizing the Burgos screen. Straight line, but short. Herbito, the extra swing. VJ, shot clock down to 6. Pre, off the spin. A pushing foul called by the referees. But the ball will remain with the green shirts.
The main reason for FEU having this kind of lead with 21 points, with 20 points already, is because they're the more aggressive team in this game.
Miranda will try from deep. That's their 6th triple of the ball game. Miranda and Daa doing the damage here early on the third quarter. Just like that, it's a 23-point lead for the FEU Baby Tamaraos. No lucky bounce there. Koji went the floor. He has been battling as best as he can against the bigs of FEU, but first, Dwin Miranda straight away cash on this one.
You know, I like what I'm seeing from Miranda, being the point guard that he needs to be for the FEU squad to really be composed. If your point guard is composed, making the right plays, making the right decisions, that's something that could really help your team win games.
Of course, he has a mentor in his dad, Denok Miranda, who's on the sidelines for FEU.
And his dad, Denok Miranda, one of the legendary players in the PBA, and I used to play with him back in the PBA D-League.
Ganun ka nakatanda eh.
But I mean, kidding aside, Coach Danok Miranda, I've learned a lot from him, and it's one of the great point guards here in the Philippines.
We're seeing the emergence of 𝔬𝔐 Miranda here in season 86. We saw glimpses of it in season 85, especially in the finals. But now, you know, his assists has gotten up, his assists per game. Close to 5 assists per game, talking about 𝔬𝔐 Miranda. 𝔬𝔐, ball fake, floater, right on cue for the kid.
Miranda reading that play really well. Seeing that no one really went to guard him and just made that one-hander there.
𝔬𝔐 for 3, so it's been Koji 𝔬𝔐, the lone bright spot here for the Tiger Cubs. Herbito, too strong. Da'a sends it back out to Miranda. 𝔬𝔐 back to Da'a for 3. It ends up with 𝔬𝔐. Here comes Lodavise. Velasquez will try from deep. UST just can't get a bucket in the past couple of sequences. Pre in the middle, locates Herbito in the corner. Good shot, can't convert. Here comes Velasquez. Dungo, catch and fires. That one is good.
A much needed basket coming from Dungo.
Pre with his own version of a floater. And VJ Pre has played a perfect game here. Shooting 61.5% from the field for 19 points. What an efficient outing for the big guy.
And USC just really having a tough time making defensive stops. And that's something they gotta improve in this ball game if they want to compete.
𝔬𝔐 spins against Pre. Sprays it back out. Lodavise. Shot clock will expire.
Coach Manu putting back his main guards with Ronquillo and Lim, trying to look for a spark for the USC squad.
Cabanillas, free throw line jumper, automatic. FEU has not lost a step here in the second half. More than halfway done in our third quarter, a 21-point lead.
FEU just shooting the lights out in this ball game, having 47% field goal percentage compared to USC's just 36.
You know, FEU, they are riding on a 3-game winning streak. A win here will make it 4. And that's just the right time to peak coming into the Final Four for Wednesday. Which was similar to last year, Renzo, might I say, in season 85. They peaked at the right time. They had some struggles in the first half with Janray Pasaol, Kirby Mukpopa trying to find the range, but calling a timeout. With 4:14 remaining here in the third quarter, they are down by 24 because 𝔬𝔐 Miranda has heated up here in quarter number 3. He is subbed out though, but how about 𝔬𝔐 Miranda? With 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and has not missed from beyond the arc.
And he's one of the reasons that's why FEU is leading as many as 24 points in this ball game. Is because of his composure, his mindset, his high basketball IQ, making the right plays for FEU squad.
Lim had a nice inside pass to Esteban, who couldn't connect. Here comes Miller. And the referee is calling an offensive foul. That's what I like about Coach Albano. You know, whenever his team makes a turnover, he'll smile it off, but he'll still coach in a constructive manner always.
And that speaks well of Coach Albano there. Trying not to shake the confidence of his players, and instead of getting mad at his players, he teaches them well. He guides them well.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 double teamed. I believe he got hit on the face. That's a foul on 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
And speaking of Coach Albano there, when you're a coach, you're there to guide. You let your players play, and when your players are being out of control, that's the time you get in there and tell them to settle down.
Toy Duo, impressive move straight to the cup.
Oh, that was a good rip off from Duo, taking it strong to his left and making that basket there.
If you're UST, you want to have a sense of momentum late here in the third and in the fourth quarter because it is your last game before Final Four begins on Wednesday.
Well, if you're UST, you gotta start on the defensive end. You gotta make consistent stops, possession by possession, make a stop, and then execute well on the offensive side and convert baskets.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 to De Guzman. Almost a steal by Lim. He hounds Miller outside. It's just a little too much aggression from JB Lim.
Lim might not have completed that defensive play there, but that's something that Coach Manu would really want to see from his side, that aggressiveness there to make stops and get those steals.
I believe a warning will be called on the coaching staff of UST. So it's a technical foul on the assistant coach of UST. Pero minsan, that's one way to fire up your team. Magpa-technical ka. We've seen that in some instances.
Yes, I mean, it sends a message to your players that if I'm the coach here, I'm not giving up on this game, and you guys as well should fight back and get back in this basketball game.
In terms of body language, we have not seen the body language we usually see from UST, no, Renzo?
Yeah, malayong-malayo in this ball game. Baka masyado pang maaga for them.
Maaga naman talaga kasi. 9 a.m. so call time was 7. Diba? But of course, that's one of the challenges, the many challenges this season of the teams.
And, you know, it's still a good news for the USC squad. This is only the third quarter. They still have time to really make a comeback in this basketball game.
We send it back outside to JB Lim. Lim with a crossover. Lim with the drive, and he will be shooting 2 free throws.
That was a good drive by Lim. And he's been doing that since the first quarter, those extra steps.
substitutions here. Charles Buxit will check in for 𝔠𝔬𝔠𝔬𝔠. Lim will knock down his first free throw. Of course, the winner of this game will be the third-seeded team, and they will have to watch closely the game after this. Adamson, first place as of the moment, versus NU, who is second place. That's going to be a good game, Renzo.
Definitely. It's a preview of the Final Four already.
Bounce pass to 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢, won't get the bounce, but the ball will remain with FEU with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Miller uses the pick. Godoy corner, second three-pointer of the ball game for Godoy. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 with the chase down.
FEU has been running that same play all game long. The top ball screen that really opens up an opportunity for the corner player to make an open three.
Renzo, how impressed are you with the bench of FEU?
You know, entering this ball game from the get-go, everyone was really focused on getting this win, entering the Final Four. And you could see from the body language of everyone in the FEU squad, they know how important this ball game, getting that momentum entering the Final Four.
So Esteban knocks down his second free throw. That's a pushing foul on 𝔠𝔬𝔠𝔬𝔠. So less than 2 minutes remaining here. So a 20-point advantage for FEU. Biggest lead once at 24. Miller is trying to kick it out. 𝔠𝔬𝔠𝔬𝔠 with a steal. The go-ahead pass to JB Lim, who finishes the fast break.
Again, that's something you want to keep seeing from the UST squad, making stops and converting the basket on the other end.
So 𝔠𝔬𝔠𝔬𝔠, Lim, Buxit, Esteban, and Manding are tasked to show a lot more energy here to finish off the quarter.
And you know, if you're 𝔠𝔬𝔠𝔬𝔠 and Lim, that's something both of these players can do to really put energy in this UST squad.
Another infraction there for FEU. He looks familiar.
Willie Miller.
Just a PBA legend, of course.
PBA legend, one of the great basketball players in the Philippines.
Especially with Alaska, such a great player. JB Lim, corner three won't go. Godoy finds the Guzman. Kabigting to Miller. Short corner to Cabs. Godoy will try again.
Again, those extra passes, just not being able to convert on that possession.
And JB Lim is taking it upon himself to try to will his team back in the ball game. He will take 2 more free throws.
There, that was a good stop again. And Lim on the other end, converting the layup.
How fast is JB Lim?
You know, you can see how his game has been evolving from one game to another. I mean, at first you could see he's a defensive player, but he also has this offensive prowess.
And right now he is leading the wave in the third quarter. The 7-point 𝔠𝔬𝔠𝔬𝔠 with a quiet 13 points. So the lead cut down to 16. Miller organizes the offense. Kabigting, pressured by Ronquillo. De Guzman with shot clock down to 7. Godoy wanted to attack, but no passport on that travel. So another stop for USC. That's 3 in a row now.
And so far, you could see the adjustment there on the defensive side for UST, being more active, having active hands and moving their feet, trying to deflect those passes and covering those driving lanes for FEU squad.
5 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. Mid-ranger won't bite. Manding with the rebound, and Carl with the putback, and cuts this lead down to 14.
Now US trying to make a comeback.
Miller takes it all the way. With a second to shoot. That will do it for a third quarter. A strong start from FEU, but signs of life there from US. 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰, VJ Pre, 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰, 𝔐𝔬𝔪𝔢𝔰 Miranda checks back in along with their center Burgos. We welcome you to the fourth and final quarter right here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Manding, left-handed drive. Burgos with the rebound. JB Lim is everywhere right now. Herbito open. Rebound for FEU, but the ball will shift back to UST.
You know, you could really see the trust the FEU players have for each other. Even though Herbito has been missing those open threes, but they keep passing him the basketball even if it's open. And that speaks well of the program of FEU.
Carl hands it off to 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. Give and go. Manding, 2+1 special.
Well, Manding there in that possession. He's trying to carry the scoring load for the UST squad in this quarter.
Carl Manding now with 11 points to his name. He's been a spark plug here off the bench for Coach Manu Inigo. Misses the bonus free throw though. So the lead cut down to 12. This is the lowest in a while, Renzo. Miranda, he's been hot. Dwin hesitates, drives. The swing to Daa. VJ Pre has it. Rush the floater. 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰. With a huge two-pointer, Manding quick to transition. Esteban rejected by Burgos.
Again, that's been the story all game long. Controlling those boards for the FEU squad and making defensive stops, not letting up on every play.
Dangerous pass to Daa. Emergency pass stolen. Somehow Miranda has it. Twin. Tough shot. Tough move.
What a move from Miranda, being patient.
Manding, he has been odd. He looks to his bench. And Burgos answers right back. JB, spin move, floats it up, in and out it goes. The steal by Ronquillo, and then a foul by VJ Pre.
Again, here's the move by Miranda, showing us the Euro there.
And Burgos, with the great use of a pump fake, that bucket gave them a 15-point lead with 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter.
Makikita mo sa game na to how focused the FEU squad is.
Dungo pops out. Doy, two-man game with Manding. Carl with 3 seconds to shoot. Buenaflor to beat the buzzer. That one's way off.
Miranda right now trying to slow the pace for the FEU squad.
Miranda bounces it to Herbito. Pre back to Twin. Shot clock dwindling down. Miranda uses the screen. Locates Herbito for 3. It's just not Herbito's day. The outlet pass to Lim. Sends it inside to Koji for the bang in the bucket.
That was a good run. Good lead pass from Ronquillo to Lim and making an extra pass to a running Buenaflor.
It's so impressive how Koji Buenaflor can use his right hand, his left hand to finish. And now Koji with 18 points in this ball game.
And if you're gonna compare Buenaflor and Pre, they have the resemblance. They have the same type of game, and that speaks well of how basketball already evolved here in the Philippines.
Yung difference lang, yung isa may arm sleeve, yung isa may mask.
Oh, yun lang talaga. Parang may player yan sa 2K.
In the meantime, 3 minutes has approached in our fourth quarter. The lead cut down to 12. Cabonillas to Herbito. He continues to shoot. And Miranda with great presence of mind to use a little bit clock. Daa, catch and fire. He splashes it through. Buenaflor wide open. Koji skying high for 2.
For a second there, akala ko idadunk yan
Beaten tayo dun. But UST not totally out of the fight yet here, Renzo. Nice strip job there by Duo. DJ Pre asking for a foul on this one.
DJ Pre doing a good job attacking hard to the basket and trying to draw that foul.
Daa to Miranda, back to Jed, touch passing, Cabonillas, one triple floater, 11 out of 10 difficulty there. Manding, Pre met him up top. But Manding fearless on the drive.
So far, FEU playing as the team that they are already has 25 assists compared to just 16 of UST. Right now, Manding on the line, trying to lift the UST squad, carrying the scoring load for his team.
Carl Manding here in the second half, Renzo. He has been the lifeline of Coach Manu Inigo and the UST Tiger Cubs. Because we were looking for that body language. Well, Carl Manding, you know, we should have a nickname, Natural Caffeine Carl Manding. Hyper lagi eh, diba?
Oo. Walang morning eh. Pero ba morning person naman talaga to?
That's true. Ikaw kasi hindi eh, no?
Hindi.
Alam ko nighttime ka eh. After 11 ka pa.
Secret natin yun.
In the meantime, Daa drives, Daa attacks. Koji, a great contest. Dungo running the break. Left side pass to Zanoria. On the floor, back to Zanoria for 3. Does not hit rim. Daa, heat check. Heat check. Heat check.
Every player in FEU so far are on point in this game.
What a performance for Jedrick Daa. His best of the season. 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Miranda almost losing the leather. Daa telling his teammates, we have the clock here, halfway done in the fourth quarter. FEU with great use of passing there, everything but the shot. Dungo, the early cross. Miranda with the defense. That was a foul by FEU. But how about the pressure defense? It's like sila pa yung naghahabol eh.
FEU trying to secure this win, not letting up, not being too complacent, and trying to end this game the right way.
So it will be 2 more free throws for Koji Buenaflor. And we covered that last game, Ateneo versus UST. Koji Buenaflor played a spectacular game. So one thing's for sure, coming into the Final Four, Koji Buenaflor has peaked and is ready to show us what he's got against Adamson or NU, depending who wins this next game.
Definitely Buenaflor peaked at the right time entering the Final Four, but it's gonna take the whole UST squad to really compete in the Final Four level.
One thing we noticed, Renzo, is Waki Ludovice late here in the second round, but before Coach Jeff Napa and Sir Anton Montenola of FEU. Magkaibigan yung dalawang yan.
Yes, and they're very well known in this level, the UAAP juniors level.
And back to my point with Waki Ludovice, whenever he scores 20 points above, it usually results into a win. But Waki in this game has not scored, has not found his range.
And he's been struggling in the past couple of games, and that's something that he has to focus on. He has to go back at practice, work on his game, and just not give up.
Hooks it for 3, back of the iron it goes. USC not totally out of the fight here. Just down by 12 with 4 minutes remaining in quarter number 4. Cabonillas loves that shot. Dungo with the rebound.
And the USC squad still has the time to get back in this ball game. And Dungo trying to penetrate the lane and get that basket.
But the advantage here, Renzo, for UST is they have not fouled in the fourth quarter, but FEU already in the penalty.
And that's something that UST could really exploit, the penalty situation for the FEU squad. And if you're UST, you're gonna have to be more aggressive attacking the basket and trying to draw that foul and get your points from the free throw line.
Velasquez putting all the pressure on the world against Miranda. Once again, they find holes against this 2-3 zone. Miranda uses the screen. Dwin crosses. Daa elevates. short on the jumper. It ends up on the hands of 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. Here comes 𝔐𝔬𝔪. Doy, 1-on-1 against 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. The kick out to 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. Ludovice for 3. That would have been a big shot to cut this lead down to single digits. No look pass. But too much heat on that one. Cabonillas was not prepared.
And that's something you want to see. Make stops after stops and be consistent with it. And on the offensive side, UST just have to do a better job converting a basket.
So another opportunity here for the Tiger Cubs to trim this lead down to single digits. 3:11 remaining in our fourth and final quarter. Velasquez calling out a play. Kurt staggered screens. Now hand off to 𝔐𝔬𝔪. They find 𝔍𝔞𝔪 at the left side. Package delivered.
A very timely basket for the UST squad there. That was good extra pass from 𝔐𝔬𝔪, and with all the confidence he has, launching
FEU, who came with a comeback, but lost by 1 point.
Well, you could see the grit here from the UST squad, not really letting up on this ball game here.
We'll find out how FEU responds after that timeout. VJ Pre will bring the ball down. UST still in that 2-3 zone. They load up at the right side. Last second pass, and it results into a turnover.
Well, Pre being tentative on that play, could have taken that shot already.
Velasquez hands it off to Doy against Herbito. 𝔐𝔬𝔪, hesitation. Velasquez, 6 seconds to shoot. Kurt on an island with a crossover, the spin, tough shot. And that results into a turnover.
Velasquez trying to do a bit too much on that play, not recognizing the shot clock.
So he will be subbed out by Lance Ronquillo. 2:14 remaining. An 8-point lead. Miranda gets it across. Twin kicks it out. That's another foul for... Or check that, it's the first foul for UST here in the fourth quarter. Miranda for 3. That one off. 𝔐𝔬𝔪 brings it down. Last 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. 𝔐𝔬𝔪 for 3. Ball tapped out and will shift to the side of the Baby Tamaraos.
UST now has to step on that gas and have the sense of urgency to make things happen offensively and defensively if they still want to get back in this ball game.
They got 2 defensive stops, but they weren't able to convert on 2 chances.
And you know, they've been getting good looks. UST has been getting good looks, just failing to convert those possessions.
They are reviewing this specific play here. Who was last touched? Oh, that one's tough.
But corner, on our point of view, that could go to the UST side.
We'll find out in a few moments. UST in desperate need of another possession. But you'd like to see the fight from UST here in the second half, especially late in the third and in the fourth quarter, Renzo. You know, it's that type of fight. Sometimes, I'm sure based on your experience, you'll continue on as they enter Final Four territory.
Well, definitely. I mean, it's something that they could bring with them entering the Final Four. That kind of momentum there, and sometimes it goods for the team.
Ang galing mo, partner. Nahulaan mo talaga yan. It's UST basketball.
Diba? Ano tayo, May psychic tayo.
Ang galing mo naman. Manguhula ka na pala.
Pwede rin nata maging referee siguro.
Analyst na, manguhula pa. So it will be UST possession here with Dungo, Buxit, Ronquillo, Buenaflor, and Mandig. Dungo will inbound from the sideline. He gets the ball back, looks at the clock, sees 10. Pick and roll action here. Dungo with the cross. Dungo drives, lead cut down to 6.
Dungo with the slick move there, going strong to his right and making that basket.
Almost a steal there for UST. Pre goes down the middle. Herbito to Cabonillas. Cabs to Herbito. Air Mills the 3. Another stop for the Tiger Cubs.
Again, this play from Dungo, taking it strong to his right.
Dungo and Buxit working together. He receives a switch. Now has Herbito on him. Dungo to Buxit. High looper. Almost banked it home.
So that could have been a dagger there.
Miranda will set the offense. Miranda attacking Ronquillo. Sends it back out to VJ. Pre. With a turnover there. Fast break opportunity. Buxit drives. Buxit was fishing for contact. And we head on over to Tamarao possession. So much opportunities for the Tiger Cubs.
USC squad just doing a great job making crucial stops there on the defensive end. Just couldn't really get a basket, and just seeing that a wild shot from Busit could have made an extra pass there.
But these are the things you can review after the game on how to better finish off those quarters, especially the fourth quarter.
And those are the learnings that you could bring with you as a player and as a team entering the Final Four.
But it's a 2-possession ball game with still time remaining, 43.7 seconds. A shot here could be the dagger for FEU. Miranda has a tough defender, JB Lim. Twin drives, loses his balance, but was fouled. UST not yet in the penalty, a timeout called 31.6 seconds remaining here in our last day. In our last day of the elimination round, last games for the elimination round for both of these teams. Miranda for the dagger. That one too strong. Dungo needs a quick shot here. Doi steps back. Miri. And Herbito secures an important rebound. Looks like UST will not foul. JB Lim almost with a steal with 3.8 seconds remaining. So the referees continue to review. So UST opted not to foul on that last play.
There you can see here Miranda trying to waste time already, but Lim wouldn't just give up on that play.
I believe they're reviewing whose last touch it is. But USD, they had the opportunities, Renzo, to really cut this 6-point lead further.
And that could have been a potential comeback there, and they just really failed to execute on the offensive side.
And USD gets the ball back with 3.8 seconds remaining. Dungo to Buksit from the logo. And that will do it. After 4 quarters of play, a 6-point win from the Baby Tamaraws that will ensure them that 3rd seed in the Final Four. USD drops down to 4th place. Both teams will await the winner and loser of Adamson versus NU in their next game to see who their opponents will be. But once again, there is our final.